Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Considered the most famous physical therapist on the internet.
In our opinion, of
You woke
course,
up yet,
Bob.
Brad?
Oh, I'm ready to roll.
All right, let's go. Today we're going to talk about how to stop that back pain when you have spondylolisthesis. And we got the 5 best treatments for it.
And they're proven.
And they're proven because we have a spondy victim right here.
You better believe it.
Is it all right if I call you a victim?
Yeah, call me a victim, Bob, but just don't call me late for supper or something of that nature. Anyways.
Boy, that's a good joke.
Ha ha ha.
Right.
They're just laughing out there. I can
Well,
feel
by the way,
rumble.
since you are coming out, why don't you come on in? Please subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free. We upload every day. Also, if you get a chance, please go over to Facebook. Brad, should we do this?
Go ahead, Bob.
We're gonna beg you. Please come over to Facebook and like us. So, all right, let's get started, Brad.
Okay, spondylolisthesis. First of all, you got to figure out how to pronounce it. We think we're getting it right.
Right.
I don't know. Bob and I do it a little bit differently, but it depends on what part. He's from Minnesota. I'm Wisconsin. There's a difference there. But we're looking at a shift in a vertebra, and that's what the name actually refers to. Is that a shift? Typically, it's going to be in the lumbar region. It can be in the cervical. We're looking at the lumbar for this. That's where the majority it is. And in my case, I have grade 2 between L4 and L5. So one vertebra has literally shifted forward.
Should I do this here or
Yep,
not?
go ahead. So this
So
is
one's shifted
L4.
forward.
Yep. And there's 4 grades, 1, 2, 3, and 4. One's the smallest. 4 is the greatest. If you're up to 4, you're probably going to have surgery.
Right.
Obviously, you want to minimize the chance for that or just avoid it altogether.
You're grade 2, Brad?
Yeah, grade
Okay.
2, just a little less than that. Depends who's measuring.
Okay, sure.
And oftentimes the disc in between disintegrates, or the body absorbs it over time.
And that's your case because it's really basically they look like they're fused together.
Right, and that's the goal. Once the disc is gone, if that's your situation, you want the bones to fuse together. And you want to have it, it's nice to have it done naturally so it conforms to your motion versus putting hardware and surgery.
Right.
So we want
It's
to,
amazing what the body will do if you allow it.
right.
And so we want the body to allow to heal.
Right. It's going to take some time. I'm talking
Right.
not months, but it's going to take a number of years with a proper amount of treatment. And it's not a big deal. There's some things we're going to do that, feel real good, and other things that take a little effort, but it's not, it's just a way of life if you have it.
All right, so what's the first thing we're going to try, Brad?
First of all, just avoid things that hurt your back.
Sure.
Almost everybody with spondy is going to say standing in one place for any length of time, like when I go shopping, backache.
Yeah, don't fire things up.
Right, if I'm doing overhead work. I was just putting some blinds up for my wife this weekend, and overhead for about 20 minutes was killing my back. I was getting ornery. I said, we don't need blinds, dear.
Yeah.
We needed blinds. I had to put them up.
But it is a lot of times, it is extension. So, this is, the back is bending. This is, I'm extending the other way. And
So don't do this
don't do
exercise.
this. Yeah. And, standing, it's this way.
Right.
So
don't do this exercise. Some people walking bothers it. For me, it used to until I start doing some of these exercises I'm going to show you. 3/4 of a mile is all I could walk on. I get a numb leg. That's been resolved after working on these 5 treatments.
same with the running, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, running
right.
has greatly improved too. So, you can improve. If you have a flare-up, which you probably will have, and anybody's spondy, you get flare-ups. The first thing that I do is my go-to treatment is right below you, Bob, is you take the leg wedge, which puts your back into a little flexion, which is what the back wants with spondy, like this, and I'll go on the floor. Sometimes I'll use my bed, but like Sunday night or Saturday night, this is what I did after
Got
putting
your
those
ice
drapes
pack.
up. Took my ice pack, put it under here.
There goes your money.
Oh, that's a tip, Bob. And I laid on this wedge, and I literally fell asleep on it until midnight. Things felt much better. I got up and went to bed and carried on. So this leg wedge, almost guaranteed, really comfortable for a spondy
And
person.
sometimes you'll actually go to sleep with this.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
right.
like you'll bring it into your bed?
Yep, I do
Okay.
that too sometimes. I like a firm floor. It depends. It all depends what I feel like doing,
Sure.
So, my wife was mad at me, so it was better out in the living room. I'm just kidding.
So then
I hope she doesn't watch this video.
So then you know, after a while, you might just push it out of the way. In
Right.
the middle
Oh,
of the
yeah.
night.
I don't
Right.
sleep on it all night long, but
Right.
I'll lay there comfortably for 2-3 hours before I push it off.
All our products we always list below
Yep.
in the description below.
Nice soft gel pack. Keep it in the freezer. Okay. Next thing, you need to work on core exercises in the front. And you know, you can focus on these if you do them properly, but the biggest thing is get strong abdominal muscles, and that's going to keep those vertebrae from slipping forward more. When you do abdominal strengthening, it's going to push them back to a certain degree. It's not going to move it back, but it's going to help.
Certainly going to stop the progression, hopefully. I mean, that's
Right.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend doing these. Oh, Bob, you want to grab a ball?
Sure.
Whichever one. Doing your abdominal exercises on a floor, carpeted floor, with your back on the carpeted floor. And if you use a ball, it forces your back into the proper mechanics and the posture. And these just always feel good to me. They're working my core. I'll do them this way. You start at 10 to 20 of them. I do 50 of them, then I do 50 this way. And then I do the double crunch. And then I'll do the obliques.
These are not that easy.
No, they're not, but
I started doing these, and
right.
I've, you know,
if you look at our playlist of Spondy, we have a whole video dedicated
just to the ball.
To the ball, yeah.
Right.
So work those, and you don't have to do them every day. You can start out with. I do mine 3 to 4 times a week now for a good maintenance program. So core exercises. If you want to, I've tried planks. Do not do planks. When I do planks, it kills my back. I'm sore for a couple days afterwards, except for the vertical planks.
Yeah, and I think part of that is because you are almost extending a little bit.
Yep,
I mean, you're going into that direction anyway. So.
My experience is planks, I've tried them sideways. They're just, I don't even consider them at all. The next thing is, remember, we want to get the blood flow to that injury where it shifted to heal quicker. So if we can increase the blood flow through getting some deep heat into the area, that's a big plus. So the only thing that we've found that gives deep heat is you can use a regular hot pack, it'll go as deep as your skin basically, but if you use infrared, Thermatex makes a really nice product. This is what I use, and I put this right in my recliner.
Yep.
And can I get that, Bob? You have to have proper back support with Spondy, and it's not always easy. You're not going to use a lumbar roll like for a herniated disc. You need something a little broader. This is what I use in my recliner. I put this down.
What is that?
It's just about at the airport. It's for your back or your neck when you're sitting in the
Wow.
plane. And then I put this on there, and that fills in the gap in my recliner, and then I sit with this. And this will go almost 2.5 inches deep. So you know the heat's getting into the vertebra where you need that increased circulation to help accelerate the healing over time.
It's very pleasant too because there's only one temperature basic or one setting, and you just click on and click off. And again, you know, it's very energy efficient also.
Right.
I mean, it only costs a couple pennies a day to run, so I mean.
Yeah, the infrared is really the ticket on this particular injury because you have to get deep.
Right.
To make some real healing progress.
It's just kind of a nice, I use it too, I use it up higher.
Sure.
Just because it's just one of those things where you get that between the shoulder blades or on the upper neck.
Yep.
And it actually comes with straps now that you can put on that we call posture straps.
Right.
And it'll strap it right onto your back.
Right.
And then you can even unplug it.
He's butting into my video. He's going for the
Well, I wanted to mention that because
that's a
the
good thing.
straps actually can even be used for the Spondy.
Yeah, you can. You can strap it right around here so you can walk around with it.
Right, exactly.
If you got a long enough extension cord. Actually,
yeah, the cord, what it does, you know, if you want to walk around, the cord's 8 feet long or 9 feet long?
Yeah, I mean, so you can just, keep it strapped around your back with the elastic around front, and if you want to get up and, you know, use the restroom or something, you can.
Just unplug it.
Yeah, and then come back to your chair and plug it in.
Yeah.
But they're just a great quality hot pack. Anyways.
Infrared.
Yep, infrared.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
The next thing I've found very beneficial is trying to find the proper back support in your car. I drive quite a bit every year, and I always used to get out of my car and I'd be stiff and I'd walk around a little bit and it didn't feel good for, 30, 40 steps and I'd loosen up and it'd be all right. Once I used to use lumbar rolls and I used to use just about towel rolls, anything I could.
Did you pull it out?
It's right in there, Bob. And we found a product.
Oh, here it is.
Actually, I think Bob found this. And I remember the first time I tried this. It's made out of memory foam, and I put it in my car seat, and I thought, oh, this is way too big. I thought, I don't even want to try it, but I thought, I'll give it a chance. And what happens is the memory foam squishes in after about 2 or 3 minutes, and boy, it started feeling good. And then I noticed after I got out, I got a 30 to 45-minute drive home. I got out of my car, and I got up walking around, and I didn't even realize, oh, my stiffness is gone.
Didn't you say you're using this when you cut lawn too?
Yeah, I use it in my lawnmower. I got a riding lawnmower, and I'll put that in my riding lawnmower. I just love it. Now, this isn't good for everyone.
No, it isn't.
Bob
Again, it's
doesn't
very
care for
personal.
it.
I don't care. It is too much for me by far. I don't have spondy though.
Right.
But I did like it in my office chair because
Sure.
it just gave me, it keeps me upright in the office chair while you're working forward a little
Right.
bit, you know.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I hate to recommend it for everybody because there's people that are going to go, that's
Yeah.
too much.
When my wife drives the car, she takes it, throws it in the back seat.
Sure.
And then I got to put it back in there. But it really has been the ticket for me. I just love it. So for some people, it's going to be great. Although if you live in a cold climate and it's about 0 or 10 below.
It gets real hard. Yeah, memory foam
It
does.
takes about 10 miles down the road to heat up and let it before it starts to warm up. So the only other thing I do want to, this is a bonus, and I don't recommend this to everyone, but you could try it if you have a pull-up bar. You can just hang, but only do it if it feels very
Right.
good.
It should be some immediate relief.
Right. If it hurts, for me, typically it feels good, and I'll hang 3 times for 10
So again,
seconds.
if it hurts, don't be doing it.
Right. It's
Yeah.
got to feel good.
It's got to feel good.
Right.
So
So-
how long do you hang?
10 seconds for three times.
Okay.
10 seconds, and I relax for a little bit, and 10 seconds again. I do that 3 times. And it's good for my shoulders.
Sure.
We have a video on that as well.
Yeah.
So, boy, if you got spondy, there's definitely relief. You don't think about surgery. This becomes, your spondy is not going to go away. This is just a part of life, and it's okay. You can get back to, living quite
normal life,
actively.
right.
Right.
So
So,
Brad is a very active guy. So,
yeah. So once again, Bob, this really fits into fixing just about anything in the human
we can
body.
fix just about anything except for,
A broken heart.
but we're working on it. We really are.